Ladies, this man right here is broke. He's broke. Look at him. Look at him.
I'm gonna take you home. I'm gonna take you back home. I'm gonna take you back home where you can fix yourself some cup noodles or something.
In this moment, the situation is being viewed as a clear breach of respect and personal boundaries. Many people would feel uncomfortable if they were being recorded without permission, especially on something as personal as a first date. That's why this kind of scenario often sparks strong reactions, as it raises questions about privacy, consent, and how people behave when cameras are involved. What may seem entertaining to some can feel intrusive or unfair to others in real time. And as the video continues, it becomes clear that each moment builds on that tension, with increasingly awkward and unexpected situations involving first dates and disagreements over the bill.
Shrimp.
Like a what?
Extra lobster tails, like 2 extra lobster tails. Alright, yeah, I need like 4 snow crab clusters. And then can I get like some butter sauce on the side?
Bro, what? Wait, tell me about that, but how much is that though?
That's gonna be over $100.
Are you serious?
You can give her a Caesar salad and another water.
Don't play with me, bro. Don't play with me, because I would get up and leave. Like, don't play with me. I just ordered what I really wanted. You took about some Caesar salad. Don't play with me.
What are we doing? What are we doing to this date? Get the salad. Get the salad.
Salad?
Thank you, my boy.
No, what?
For you and one for me.
Let me know if you need anything else.
First dates usually come with limited expectations, since neither person really knows the other yet. Because of that, many people prefer to keep things simple and reasonable when it comes to spending, especially if they're just meeting for the first time. When there's a big gap between what one person expects to spend and what the other orders, it can quickly lead to discomfort or misunderstanding. In situations like this, it often highlights a difference in expectations rather than anything deeper. Overall, first dates tend to work best when both people are clear, considerate, and on the same page about how they want the experience to go.
Date with you because you are greedy. You had 2 plates. You haven't eaten all day. I don't care if you haven't eaten all day. That's messed up. You're greedy. This supposed to be our first date, and this is how you do?
This the real me.
Well, can I have to fake you? I went to the bathroom and I came back and all my food gone.
Oh, I thought you was done.
I've never been on a first date like this in my life.
Welcome to the real boo.
I just had to go to the bathroom for a quick second. All my food is gone.
Well, boo, where I'm from, you don't leave food sitting.
Apparently, you don't leave food at all. You smashed this and you wasting food all over you.
Listen, you either gonna sit down and talk to me like a man, or you can dismiss yourself after you pay for the check.
I'm not paying for nothing. Why am I gonna pay and you ate all this food? Ain't no man gonna sit here and pay for this ridiculousness. I was wondering at first, I was like, how a beautiful girl like you be single? And now I know, bingo, right here. I'm thankful that you showed me this on the first date, dude, too. Because other people would have.
You know how many first dates I've been on? Be real.
So you do this for a living?
I really came for the food. That's it. Just the food.
I can tell.
The reaction here is being framed around a strong sense of disappointment and conflict in expectations. From his perspective, what stands out most is the admission that the date may have been approached with the wrong intentions, which naturally creates frustration and a feeling of disrespect. At the same time, her lack of visible reaction to being confronted adds another layer to the situation, making the exchange feel even more tense and uncomfortable for viewers. It turns what was meant to be a casual first meeting into a public disagreement about intentions, behavior, and accountability. Moments like this often spark strong opinions because they highlight how differently two people can interpret the same situation.
I told him to split it because I really only got an orange juice.
What do you mean, my bill? Your bill. I'm not paying nothing.
What you mean?
You asked me on a date.
I know I asked you on a date, but it's like, look at everything that you paid for. Like,
okay,
we ordered all this stuff. We're on a first date. I mean, I didn't think you wasn't going to pay for your own food.
Why would I pay for my own meal? You asked me on a date. That's dumb.
Yeah, we're on a date, but I don't really know you like this, so why won't you just pay for your own?
Okay, so you're getting to know me.
Yeah, that's fine, but look at everything you ordered, and all I got is an orange juice. Like, at least pay for your...
You wasn't hungry.
Right, so pay for your own food.
But you asked me on a date.
That's true, but I still want you to pay for your own food. You can't pay for your own food?
I'm not paying. It's not that I can't pay. I'm not paying though because you said you would take me on a date. So you're supposed to.
We're on a date, but that doesn't mean I have to pay for your food.
From how it appears, there's a clear mismatch in expectations between the two of them. It seems like he was going into the date with something simple in mind. Just a light drink and a chance to talk and get to know each other. On the other hand, the way the order turned out suggests she approached the meal in a very different way, which may have caught him off guard. That kind of disconnect can quickly create discomfort, especially when neither person is openly communicating what they expect from the situation. In the end, it's one of those moments where assumptions on both sides don't align, and that's what leads to the tension viewers are reacting to.
A date, and it's like the bill came. The bill didn't come. He asked for the bill, and in French he said 2 bills. And then so they came, and I was like, if someone says, I want to take you out, then I want to be taken out, which means to me to pay and whatever. So we did that. I paid, and it's fine. And then after I was honest, and I just said it, like, I don't know, because I said, like, yeah, I thought you were going to take me out, and like, to me that means pay. And then suddenly his English wasn't so good anymore. When he was like, I don't understand what you mean. I was honest, and like, whatever, what else do I have to lose? I just want to be honest because there's a way that I want to be treated, and like, I might as well just tell someone, like, what else do I have to lose? I don't know. And then like afterwards he was like, next time I'll pay. Like, unprompted, he said that after we were having another conversation. I said, okay. And then he said, are you free this week? And I said, yeah. And then I texted him after, and I'm like, I had a nice time, thanks. And then he read it and didn't respond. And it's like, okay, I don't know. Like, I'm just tired of... I'm happy I was honest. But like, I just like want to...
On a casual first date, expectations around paying really need to be clear from the start, because neither person fully knows the other yet. In most situations, it's generally assumed that each person is mindful of what they order, especially when there hasn't been any prior agreement about covering expenses. When two people have only just met and talked for a short time, it's natural that boundaries around money are still being figured out in real time. That's where misunderstandings can easily happen if one person assumes a different arrangement than the other. Ultimately, these moments tend to highlight the importance of communication and mutual understanding early on, so both people feel comfortable with how the date is going.
Hold on, man, where you going?
I'm finna go in the store. You said you was taking me shopping.
Come on, I was taking you shopping, but not no Louis Vuitton.
This is where I want to go shopping at. Where
Come on.
you thought we was finna go?
Man, come on, Forever 21. What you on? I'm not finna take you to Louis
Forever
Vuitton.
21, boy. I'm not no Forever 21 ass.
Come on, man. You tripping, man. We going to Forever 21, dude.
Going to Louis Vuitton.
Come on, dude. I haven't even been knowing you for that long. This is our second date, dude. You tripping,
but
bro.
if you want to date me, you need to be able to keep up.
Come on, listen. I'm not finna take you to no Louis Vuitton, bro. This is second date, bro. I said I was gonna take you shopping Forever 21. That's the only place we going.
I'm not finna shop at no.
Well then, hey, listen. We not going to no Louis Vuitton. No, I'm good, bro.
Because I don't want to talk to you.
Listen, I'm good. Listen, I'm not even gonna be arguing with you in the mall like you tripping. I'm gone, bro. Yeah, I'm gone because your ass tripping. Man, you tripping, bro. Hell no, bro. Man, yeah, whatever.
On a second date, people often start forming clearer expectations of each other, but it's still early in the relationship, so misunderstandings can easily get exaggerated. What one person sees as unreasonable behavior, the other might see very differently depending on their values and what they consider normal in dating. When money, gifts, or expensive items come into the conversation, it can quickly become a sensitive topic. That's usually where perceptions can shift, and assumptions about intentions or true colors may arise, even if the situation is more complicated than it appears on the surface. And in the end, these moments tend to highlight how important it is for both people to be on the same page about boundaries, expectations, and what they're comfortable with in a developing relationship.
Why are you splitting the check?
Because you're not going home with me.
What are you talking about?
It's our first date. You're not going home with me, so you know what I'm saying?
Why would I go home with you? This is our first date.
I'm paying my half, you paying your half.
But why? You asked me on a date. Why are you inviting me out on a date and now you want to go half? This is our first date.
On a date, and that's exactly why we're going.
You're only changing your mind because I'm not going home with you.
Listen, you can pay for your meal, I pay for mine, and if you want to do another date, we can do another date.
Why would I go on another date with you? So you're really mad that I'm not going home with you? Why would I go home with you? What are we going to go to your house for? What do you want to go for?
We're going to watch Netflix. You know that new Star movie that came out?
Why would I watch Netflix with you? We can go to the theaters. It's right next door. Thank you. I'm not understanding. You're being very, very weird.
I'm being
Just
weird.
go ahead and pay. It's only $30.
I'm going to pay my half, you pay your half.
It's only $30. You're being a cheapskate.
I'm not being cheap.
You're really about to spend split it.
Yeah.
$15.
Go ahead and pay for it.
See, this is why you can't accept invites with men.
I don't care what anybody says, but a guy should always be paying for dates. I already know the men are gonna come in my comments crying and screaming. I don't care. If you're okay with splitting the bill, if you're okay with taking turns paying, if you're okay with being the one that's paying for most of the things, fine. That's on you, girl. But me, There are men out there who are literally paying for full-blown vacations for women, flying them out, paying for every single thing they could ever want. And you're gonna let a man make you split on a first date? Some men are providers and some men aren't. Some men want to give you the world in that aspect, and some men want to do 50-50, and that's fine. That's not what I want. I'm sorry, but if I'm having your baby, if I'm giving birth to a whole ass human and going through everything that I have to do for that, I am not doing 50-50.
In relationships, expectations can vary a lot from person to person, especially when it comes to financial support and lifestyle choices. While some couples may choose to share expenses in very generous ways, that isn't a universal standard, and it usually depends on what both people agree on together. It's also important to remember that every relationship is different, and comparing one situation to others can sometimes create unrealistic expectations. What matters most is whether both people are comfortable with the arrangement and have clearly communicated what they're willing to contribute. To the end of the day, compatibility comes down to shared understanding and mutual agreement, rather than assumptions based on how other relationships might look.
Did you enjoy your day though?
Hell no.
Why not?
Copper? Really?
I said, did you enjoy your day?
Oh, I thought you said date, and I was saying no. I'm not enjoying the date.
But we said that Copper was a cool spot. You said you like vegetables and the chicken and the...
Yeah, it's cool for me and my friends, but not no first date.
We're just getting to know each other. What you expect, a upscale $100 plate steakhouse?
Yes. We could have went to Chris's Steakhouse. We could have went to Raleigh. We could have went somewhere else, not
You want me to take you out of town for the first date?
Yes, that's what my last boyfriend did.
And why aren't you with your first boyfriend?
Because I'm not with him.
But why?
Because he tried to do the same thing that you're doing, and you about to be the last.
So I'm about to be the last. I don't even know you. This is the reason why we came somewhere that's not too expensive. I don't even know if I like you like that.
I don't even know why I like you. So why you still sitting at the table?
That's how you feeling?
That's how I feel.
So you want to cash at me the money back for the food that I just got you?
How about I ain't cash apping you nothing?
Okay, well,
I give you $2.
This is why you're single.
I give you $2. You want $2?
I'm not arguing with no woman.
You want $2?
Nope.
$2?
You have a good date now. Try to do
you leave
school. From the way it plays out, his decision to step away calmly does come across as him trying to avoid escalating the situation further. Sometimes leaving a tense or uncomfortable moment is simply the most practical way to maintain respect on both sides. The focus on the small amount of money at the end doesn't really change the bigger picture of what he seems to be evaluating, which is the overall dynamic and expectations between them. In his view, the situation appears to have revealed a mismatch in how each person approaches dating, especially around cost and intention. Ultimately, it becomes one of those moments where both people walk away with a clearer understanding that they may not be on the same page.
I swear to God, like, this song, like, growing out with her, it's always fun because you don't have weird shit. You bringing somebody with you, don't trust you. We've been talking for 4 years and y'all still weird. This song never gonna work about the motherfucking joy. I swear to God, I don't got time for you.
I pay for your food, I'm not gonna pay for it.
You gonna pay for her food, you gonna pay for whatever I order. I'm not gonna pay for her food. You gonna pay for what I order. This is embarrassing, honey. We didn't already ate and everything. Like, I can pay for my food, but this is ridiculous. Like, you don't invite somebody and I pay for their tab. Like, the audacity of you. This is why you don't date bald ass. This is real mid. I'm ready to go. That's why I don't like being around y'all. She always got so much going on. I told you to put his bald head in. I told you.
What stands out most in that final moment is how quickly things escalated in a public setting. Situations like that can easily feel uncomfortable for everyone involved, especially when personal disagreements are handled in front of others rather than privately. At the same time, the earlier issue seems to come down to a mismatch in expectations. Bringing an additional person to a planned one-on-one date without clear agreement can create confusion, particularly around responsibility and cost. In the end, it turns into a heated misunderstanding that likely could have been avoided with clearer communication beforehand.
You really ain't go 50-50 with me.
No.
Like I already told you, like my hours at work got cut. They got cut. My hours at work got cut. I can't pay all the bills right now. Man, I've been paying all the bills in this house for the past year.
I'm not going.
I've been paying every bill in this house for the past year. You know what I'm saying? I told you my hours got cut at work. Can you go 50-50 with me? So I get back on my feet. Can you go 50-50 with me? What's wrong with that?
I can't.
What you mean you can't?
I have to use my money for my photo shoots. Like, you already know what type of female
photo
I am.
shoots, man. I'm telling you right now that I lost hours at work.
I'm
get
saying,
another
like,
job.
I understand if you lost hours, you could go pick up hours somewhere else. Like,
you need to work all day? You need to work all day?
I mean, how else are you going to pay the bills?
Man, how about you go 50-50 with me? What's wrong with that? I'm telling you, go 50-50 with me for about 6 months to a year till I get on my feet. Once I get on my feet, then I'll pay all the bills in the house again.
From what's being shown, the main issue here seems to be a disagreement over financial responsibility in the relationship. He's not asking for her to take on everything, but rather suggesting a shared approach during a difficult period, which is often seen as a practical compromise when life circumstances change. Her reaction, however, suggests she strongly disagrees with that arrangement, which creates a clear conflict in expectations. When one person sees 50-50 as fair and the other sees it as unacceptable, it usually highlights a deeper mismatch in how both people view partnership and financial roles. In the end, it becomes less about the exact numbers and more about whether both individuals are willing to meet each other halfway during challenging times.
My date. I am so embarrassed. I'm not gonna cry. Yeah, I'm not gonna cry. He came and went to this restaurant he wanted to go to, and it was a little too expensive, but I don't know, I asked my sister for money. So we went. I had this dress on, and I changed because I had this dress on and everything. And I had my hair out. Like, you know, guys, I cut it, but it wasn't like this. I had it parted a little bit. And so I went in, and he was like looking around like, oh, like he was looking for somebody else. And I was like, okay, I'm like, hey, I'm Tia. And then he was like, Tia? I'm like, yeah, it's for me, from BLK. And then he was like looking confused, and he told me to sit down. So I sat down, I smiled, and he didn't smile back at me. And then he was like, I don't look like my pictures. I do look like my pictures. I don't Photoshop anything. I tell everything how it is. I'm gonna insert at the end of the video the picture I put in. And he was like, you know, just being so quiet through the meal and all that. He didn't even want to pay. I said, hey, I didn't bring my money with me. And then he eventually paid. And then now he sent me a request to pay for the food. And that's not, I just don't understand. Why are men like this? Men are evil.
From what's being described, it seems like the situation is being interpreted as part of a repeating pattern rather than an isolated incident. When someone experiences similar relationship conflicts across different situations, it often leads to broader assumptions about compatibility, even if each case has its own context. That said, patterns can be easy to misread from the outside, because viewers only see limited moments rather than the full story behind each interaction. What looks consistent on screen may actually involve very different circumstances in reality. In the end, it becomes less about assigning blame and more about recognizing that repeated conflict usually signals a deeper mismatch in expectations, communication, or values between people involved.
I told you when you DM'd me that you needed to have me in order first. How am I going to go on a date? My hair's not done, my nails is not done. Like, what's going on?
I mean, I'm just trying to check it out. What are we talking about? I thought we're going out. Come on, you look good to me. Let's go.
No, I don't look good.
You look good. Come on, Ray.
I don't look good to myself.
What you want?
I want my hair and my nails done.
Why you got them done? We just met.
I don't care if we met today. That's your job. But you want...
How much is it?
$250.
$250? You gonna go out?
And then after I go get my hair and my nails done, yeah. $250. Okay, I gotta call them and make sure that I can get an appointment, and then right here.
Yeah, you want me to wait, ain't you?
How how you you think that they about to be able to do my hair and nails right now?
I'm gonna be sitting there waiting. I'll be right here.
Sitting here waiting?
Yeah. What you mean, no?
I'm gonna call you after I go and get my hair and my nails done. Then we gonna reschedule.
Alright, so I see you trying to make it.
I'm not.
From what's being described, both people are still in the early stages of getting to know each other, which is usually when expectations are most unclear. In that kind of situation, misunderstandings can happen quickly if one person expects a simple first interaction while the other expects something more substantial. It also sounds like there were already mixed signals about what each person thought the date would involve, especially around effort, planning, and cost. When those expectations don't align, frustration tends to build on both sides. In the end, it becomes another example of how early dating situations can go wrong when communication isn't clear and both people aren't on the same page about what they're actually looking for.